This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And I'm so excited to be speaking with the one and only CAMILA Bronson. Hello, CAMILA, how are you?
Hi, Will, I'm doing good.
CAMILA, I know we've been in touch for, it seems like months now. We're finally meeting. And, we were talking a little bit pre-interview, and I love that you do it all, but I want to focus on, your work as a model and your partnering with influencers and companies. CAMILA, when did you realize that you wanted to become a model?
So I think I always kind of like it, but it wasn't ever my only focus. So I'm not a full-time model. I've never been a full-time model. I'm really, really passionate about mental health and wellness and all that. So I feel like modeling is my creative outlet, but it's not like the thing that I do full-time. But I was able to kind of put it all together into like a career that makes sense for me, which is health and wellness and being an influencer for wellness brands and partnering up with wellness companies. So that's more or less. I'm the face of the company for them.
But I love that. I love that you were able to fuse, your love of modeling, but with a cause that you believe in, because I want to let the audience know you're not just like somewhat involved in health. You are an acclaimed health coach. You're an acclaimed content creator, and you're an acclaimed mental health advocate. You're not just putting your face on anything. You're putting your face to causes that you've studied, that are part of your craft, and that you believe in. And I love the fact, CAMILA, that you've been able to fuse them.
Yes. I guess it's nice to hear when you say that. I guess I was able to do that. I do love fashion, for example, but I'm like, my profile is not like for high fashion, like I'm not very tall. I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just not the profile that they look for, although I feel that I can still use my image to communicate all those things that I believe in some way, and have fun and do some creative work as well.
Well, absolutely. And people can check out the links right below this video for more on the gorgeous and amazing CAMILA. CAMILA, what I love so much about what you do too, is that you've taken your business into your own hands. And again, I'm sure there are going to be down the line high fashion people wanting you to be maybe the face of their clothing line. And you know what? God bless. I'm sure you would say yes. But again, I love the fact that you are the face of causes and messages that resonate deeply for you. I'm curious, why mental health? Why was this something that you not only went and studied, so much so that you're a health coach, but also why it's important for you to use your beauty in celebrating and pushing forward these beautiful messages?
Yeah, so it's totally attached to my story. I know it may be a little selfish. I study mental health so much because I went through mental health issues, but I feel that because I've been so focused on that, I can also help others through what I've been through. So I think by helping myself and like sharing how that like happened for me, I am also helping others. And mental health, I'm so glad that these days is a buzzword. Thank God it is, because it is so important. Physical health, mental health, it's all connected, and we need to take care of both, right? And I'm so glad that finally there's so much information about it out there, and less stigma, and more like celebrities, influencers are coming forward with their own struggles, which is a great mirror for other people that are going through the same thing.
Absolutely.
Really, I always like to say that I'm supporting people, but my community is supporting me too. We're all humans. we're all like going through a lot, and the community for me is all that really matters.
Camila, that's so beautiful. And I can look at you and people can look at you and they might assume, oh, Camila, she's got it all going. She's always together.
Oh, no.
But that's what makes you relatable, Camila. And so much so right now, by the way,
Yeah.
I know you're off the clock, but I will admit to you, I've struggled with mental health my whole life. I love that celebrities like Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles have told the universe and the world, just as you have, that talking about mental health is not a weakness.
It's not.
Talking about mental health is not a weakness, but it's a strength. And the fact that you, Camila, are using, again, your talents to shed light on something that people have been going through. I mean, these past 18 months have been a trauma.
Yes, it is collective trauma for sure.
Talk to me about, final question for you, Camila. What are you most optimistic about in terms of, as we head out of, this pandemic, these past 18 months that have been traumatic? What are you most optimistic about as things start to open up? And what advice would you give to someone who may still be struggling with, dare I say specifically, post-traumatic stress from this time?
I think I like a lot the word awareness. I think we've been through a time that is very difficult, but I think it allowed for people to be a little more aware of what they're going through, like how their body's feeling. So I don't like to generally like give advice. I think everyone is their best like doctor, anything, but just honor whatever your body, your mind's feeling. And if you need help, if you need support, go seek that support and that help.
Camila, I'm so excited that you're coming on board this app, because there are so many artists out there especially artists who are dealing with a lot of mental health. I don't want to say issues, but let's just say dealing with mental health, maybe some, what's the right word that I'm looking for? They might be in a flow of dis-ease. You know what I mean? Of dis-ease with themselves. And to have someone like you, who's such a shining light to being so vulnerable about their story, but also being able to be there as a professional and an artist at the same time. I mean, there's no one else that I would think would truly understand, what it is to be an artist who's as vulnerable as you, to talk about, your own past. So I think that's beautiful. I think it's inspirational, but there are very few people in this world who are like that. So I just want to thank you on behalf of, all artists out there who do continue to struggle.
Yes.
That was just me on my soapbox, Camila. Sorry. But listen, go ahead, Camila. Go ahead. I'll have you have the final word.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity to share a little bit about me, a little bit about my word and my work. This is definitely like, I just feel it's been great.
Wonderful, Camila. Well, thank you so much. And I'm so grateful for your time today.